Hey my YouTube family, so today we are reading a chapter from a book named Turning Points, A Journey Through Challenges, the inspiring sequel to Wings of Fire, written by A P J Abdul Kalam, one of my favorite author, and the chapter called as My Visit to Gujarat. Angel is free because of his knowledge, the beast because of his ignorance. Between the two remains the son of man to struggle, said by Rumi. One of the pillars of development that I have thought a lot about is that we have to create a nation where poverty has been totally eradicated and illiteracy removed. Alongside, we need to evolve a society where crimes against women and children are absent and none in the society feels alienated. These thoughts were prominent in my mind during my visit to Gujarat in August 2002, which I took up as my first major task immediately after becoming president. The state had been hit by riots a few months earlier, and their impact had left thousands of lives in disarray. It was an important and sensitive task because it took place under unique circumstances in a politically charged atmosphere. I decided that my mission was not to look at what had happened, not to look at what was happening, but to focus on what should be done. What had happened was already a point of discussion by judiciary and parliament and continues to be discussed even now. No president had ever visited an area under such circumstances. Many questioned the necessity of my visit to the state at this juncture. At the ministry and bureaucratic level, it was suggested that I should not venture into Gujarat at that point of time. One of the main reasons was political. However, I made up my mind that I would go, and the preparations were in full swing at Rashtrapati Bhavan for my first visit as a president. The Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee asked me only one question: do you consider going to Gujarat at this time essential? I told the PM I consider it an important duty so that I can be of some use to remove the pain and also accelerate the relief activities and bring about a unity of minds, which is my mission. As I stressed in my address during the swearing-in ceremony, many apprehensions were expressed, among them that my visit might be boycotted by the chief minister, that I would receive a cold reception, and that there would be protests from many sides. But to my great surprise, when I landed at Gandhinagar, not only the chief minister but his entire cabinet and a large number of legislators, officials and members of the public were present at the airport. I visited 12 areas, 3 relief camps and 9 drought hit locations where the losses had been high. Narendra Modi, the chief minister, was with me throughout the visit. In one way, this helped me, as wherever I went, I received petitions and complaints, and as he was with me, I was able to suggest to him that action be taken as quickly as possible. I remember one scene when I visited a relief camp. A 6-year-old boy came up to me, held both my hands, and said, "Rashtrapati ji, I want my mother and father." I was speechless. There itself, I held a quick meeting with the district collector. The chief minister also assured me that the boy's education and welfare would be taken care of by the government. While I was in Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar, people from all sections of society wished to talk to me and express their problems and views personally. In one such gathering, nearly 2,000 citizens of Ahmedabad surrounded me. The interaction was in Gujarati and a friend of mine translated. I was asked about 50 questions and received 150 petitions. My visit to two important places in Ahmedabad was indeed significant, particularly in the light of the riots. I called on Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj at Akshardham, where he welcomed me. I discussed with His Holiness the mission of achieving unity of minds and bringing a healing touch to Gujarat, which has given to the nation great human beings like Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Vikram Sarabhai. I also visited Sabarmati Ashram, where I met many ashramis and showed the agony wreath large on their faces. Even as they mechanically carried out their normal chores, I witnessed similar sentiments at Akshardham as well. As I was wondering why, I realized that both these institutions, by virtue of their inherent love and respect of a human being and their spiritual environment, work to bring happiness, peace, and progress to society, and could therefore not accept a situation of inflicting avoidable pain. I say this because in our land, with its heritage of a highly evolved civilization and where great men were born and stood tall as role models for the entire world, communal riots with their attendant tragedy are an aberration that should never happen. All through my visit, only one thought occupied my mind. We have many important tasks at hand to improve the lot of people and to accelerate the process of development. Should not development be our only agenda? Any citizen following any faith has the fundamental right to live happily. No one has the right to endanger the unity of minds, because unity of minds is the lifeline of our country and makes our country truly unique. After all, what is justice? What is democracy? Every citizen in the country has a right to live with dignity. Every citizen has a right to aspire for distinction, to access the large number of opportunities through just and fair means. In order to attain that dignity and distinctions is what democracy is all about. That is what our constitution is all about. And that is what makes life wholesome and worth living. In a true and vibrant democracy, the essence of which is a tolerance for people's belief systems and lifestyles. I believe that it is necessary for all of us to work for unity of minds. The increasing intolerance for the views of others and increasing contempt for the way of life or religion of others, or the expression of these differences through lawless violence against people cannot be justified in any context. All of us have to work hard and do everything to protect the rights of every individual. That is the very foundation of the democratic values which I believe are our civilization heritage and very soul of our nation. After I finished my 2-day tour, the media wanted a message from me, for which a press meet was organized. I expressed my thoughts through a statement in which I urged the need for an intensified movement to completely eliminate the communal and other forms of strife and bring about the unity of minds. Each individual has the fundamental right to practice his religious, cultural, and language faith. We cannot do anything to disturb that. Thank you.